Hello and welcome everybody to another Vintage Cube video. We are 1 or 2 days out from Vintage Cube no longer being a thing on Magic Online, but fear not, we will have, of course, the Team Draft Discord to still continue giving you great Cube content. But now heading into this pack, we open 2 pieces of power. We have Sol Ring and Mox Jet, always a nice problem to have. The person that we're passing to is going to be very happy to take the Jet. The person after that is going to be very happy to take Fable of the Mirror Breaker. But guess what? We're also really happy. We have a Sol Ring. Sol Ring better than any of the Moxen. And it's close. I think some people have Mana Crypt over Sol Ring, but it's close. I think Sol Ring also just is better in more decks. But if you want to draft more aggressively slanted decks, Mana Crypt is a better option. But first picking Sol Ring and moving on to pack number 2. And this pack is significantly worse than the last one. I mean, anytime you have a pack with Vial Smasher, Andoril, Soulscar Mage, Sylvan Safekeeper, like this Rabid Battery, this is not what we want to follow it up with. The only options for us, we're looking at maybe Inferno Titan, just because it's nice to ramp into with the Sol Ring. There's a Chart of Course, which is just an okay card draw spell, but I'm just going to take Chromox. Chromox is a very powerful card. Great start, great artifact start, and gives us a lot of flexibility in terms of where we could end up. And moving into pack number 3, another fairly weak pack. Another fairly weak pack. I mean, if we wanted to do something aggressive, we could maybe draft around Skull Clamp. There's a Tri-Land, a Sacred Foundry, a Ledger Shredder. There's a Crucible of Worlds. If I wanted to do the lands thing, oh my goodness. I mean, taking a Shock or a Triumph here seems weak when I don't really have direction. There's a Skull Clamp is the most powerful card. So I think I'll take it over Crucible just because I don't have the ways to recur things just yet. And I'll take the Skull Clamp and see if we end up with a deck that can utilize the Skull Clamp. Because if we do, then yeah, I'm obviously very happy with Skull Clamp. And now we have the choice between Birds of Paradise and Echo of Eons. But given that we took the Skull Clamp already, I think I'm pretty happy with a Birds of Paradise here. I think that's pretty clearly the best card in this pack. If you like doing the combo thing, Echo of Eons, Gideon is okay, but let's take the Bird here. Maybe we'll table the Avacyn's Pilgrim to go with the Skull Clamp. We'll note that the mana creatures are not as powerful if I'm looking to play Sol Ring and Chromox in my deck. This pack has... well, I'm not super interested in Garruk Wildspeaker. I just don't think that card is especially good. So if that's the case, if I don't like that card, do I take Lose Focus or Fatal Push? I think those are the other options. There's a Zerun Orb and a Boseiju as well. But I think these are good enough interactive spells that it's worth taking. I think if I want to go green, I like the pairing of green with black more than with blue. So I like Fatal Push. Let's take Fatal Push. And again, we're not necessarily 100% committed to being any color, to be honest. We're just trying to figure things out. So here, there's a Delighted Halfling and a Questing Beast, so green does feel fairly open. There's also a Jace Vryn's Prodigy. There's a Baleful Strix that's pretty nice with Fatal Push. And there's also Chandra, Torch of Defiance. So a lot of really strong options here for us. And really, you can go any direction. With the birds, I think I'm kind of interested in leaning towards green and figuring out the other colors later. So I think I'm just going to take the Halfling here and worry about the other. Because look, I can take Baleful Strix, which is also good with the Clamp. Maybe I should do that. Yep. Oh. I wanted to make Skull Clamp good. I'm sorry, folks. All right. Shifting gears here. We might end up some kind of Sultai mid-range deck. I do like Delighted Halfling. I think it's less of a unique effect with Sol Ring, Chromox, and Birds already. And I think Baleful Strix plus Skull Clamp is super sweet value. So I'm going to go with that instead. Here we have, I mean, if we're going to go kind of a mid-range deck, we have the Fatal Push already. Mosswood Dreadknight is perfectly fine. So I'll just take that here over the Wall of Roots. And now we're taking Elvish Mystic. Okay, so green is extremely open. And we have a lot of X1 creatures, making the Skull Clamp we have quite good. So I'm really happy about taking that Skull Clamp there. And now we have a pack with Hero of Bladehold, which is also quite nice with Skull Clamp, but it's pretty far away from all the other colors. I don't really like Coalition Relic as a card. So then I have the choice between Temple Garden, Dam, and Hero of Bladehold. I think I'm just going to take the Dam here. There's no real reason to go into white. I know Hero is a good card, but I don't mind just having... If my mana is good enough, I can just play this as a spot removal spell if I need. And now we're looking at a pack with... Wow, man, some of these packs are just embarrassing. I'm never playing Sylvan Safekeeper. I'm not really looking to play Putrid Imp. I guess maybe I just take this Andoril. I do have a lot of mana creatures. And, well, you know, it makes 1/1s, and I have Skull Clamp, so maybe that's a thing. Here, I'm going to take Sentinel of the Nameless City over Hangerback Walker. Just on rate, it's just so much better. I know Hangerback's nice with Skull Clamp, but I also am just really interested in just being able to go turn 1 mana creature into turn 2, just a large thing to play. Here, there's Gideon, so white is clearly open. I'm going to try Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth with Skull Clamp, if I put it on bigger creatures, seems pretty nice, and I can draw a lot of cards. And I like that over Augur of Autumn. I really want to try this Yawgmoth. Here, not interested in Tenacious Underdog. And like I said before, I'm not a huge fan of Garruk Wildspeaker, but I really do like Scavenging Ooze as just a nice, cheap threat to play that also just gives you outs against Reanimator strategy. So we'll take the Skoos there. And the Baleful Strix right now is not looking great because we don't have the mana, but I'm happy with Questing Beast here. Weather Sea Treaty... Look, it makes a 1/1 for Skull Clamp. That's all I can really say about that, but we're going to put that in the sideboard there for now. We could play the Dam. I mean, these are all kind of speculative. Let's just put it here. Let's have some fun. Okay, what do we have here? So this pack has Verdant Catacombs, which is perfect for our deck. We're looking to be green-black base if possible. We're pretty heavy green, but I like the black for some interaction. Cards like Thoughtseize as well would be nice here. And it also opens the door for us to get Watergrave and potentially make it so that our mana is good enough to play something like a Baleful Strix. Other cards to consider here are Eternal Witness, which is nice with Skull Clamp, Sylvan Library, and Grief. Grief is also quite nice, but I think this is where double on color fetch is really where I want to be. So let's take the Verdant Catacomb out of that pack. And now we have another interesting pick. So there's a Troll of Khazad-dûm. Not as good. We don't have an Overgrown Tomb type card to get, and we don't have any reanimation spells, so we can't cheat it into play early. So for me, I'm looking at either Dismember as just a very, very good removal spell, or Breeding Pool as a way to fetch a blue source for Baleful Strix. And you know what? I just love, in this type of deck, I just feel like Dismember is just going to be awesome. I like Breeding Pool, but Dismember is just going to be phenomenal. Just look at these 1-mana removal spells with all these mana creatures. That's kind of where I want to be. Moving into this pack, we have nothing too much for green and black specifically. There's a Flame Slash as a removal effect. We can play, for us, not really much to do with exploration. We didn't take that Crucible of Worlds in the previous pack. There is a Xander's Lounge, which lets Verdant Catacombs get us black and blue mana, potentially red. So we can spec on that or just take Night's Whisper. I think I want to take the Xander's Lounge here. Night's Whisper is decent. It's okay. It's okay. But I think we're going to have no shortage of playables, and I like making sure this just gives me a lot more flexibility in future cards that we can take. Whereas Night's Whisper, for this type of deck, I want to be I'm not playing a control deck. I'm looking to curve out with creatures, and I don't really want to take a turn off to play something like a Night's Whisper. Here we have a pick between Toxic Deluge and Hexdrinker. Sure, we can fetch a red source with Badlands, but Hexdrinker is just an incredible 1-drop to play. And I think I'm going to take that over the Deluge because we do have a lot of mana creatures in this deck. So sweepers are not something that we're really looking for. Is it time to brawl? Are we looking to beat down with the Neshoba Brawler? There is a Swords to Plowshares, which is an amazing removal spell. There's also Fire Covenant, which is also an amazing removal. So I don't think I'm brawling here. I think it's just which color are we going to spec on? Do we want to spec on Swords to Plowshares or Fire Covenant? And right now we have a Xander's Lounge already to go splash that red source. So I think I'm going to take Fire Covenant over Swords, recognizing that Swords is a better card, but right now I have better tools to cast Fire Covenant over Swords to Plowshares. Moving on to this pack. Wow, not seeing a lot of black and green stuff. There is a Fallen Shinobi, which is really interesting. There's also an Endurance in this pack, but I mean, Fallen Shinobi with all these creatures, and if we want to find a way to put Baleful Strix into our deck, seems like it can be pretty fun. The other option is Endurance, which is just on color. So maybe we just shouldn't push our mana base too hard. And Endurance is just a solid card to play. And we're already looking to splash Fire Covenant. So for all of those reasons, I will take the safe pick in the Endurance. And now we're going to take Overgrown Tomb. Obviously very good here. Kogla also an okay consideration. And there's a Bayou in this pack too. I'm going to take that over the Nissa just to make sure that we have awesome mana. Because oftentimes when you're playing black-green, some of the powerful spells that you want to play are double black, like Hymn to Turok. So happy enough to have a Bayou in this deck over Nissa, who shakes the world. I think if we want a powerful top-end threat, we can find it. Now we have Eternal Witness, and I think I'm going to like the Witness in this deck. If we have Dismember, Fatal Push, Damn, and then it's also a nice card to Skull Clamp away. So yeah, let's take that over the Sylvan Library. We have currently one fetch effect, but I like the Witness, especially because I just want to make my Skull Clamp very strong. Here, I'll take a Rex Sage. I don't mind main decking one copy of this, especially, again, because we have Skull Clamp. Here, it's between Questing Druid and Dreams of Steel and Oil. I'll take Questing Druid. If in a Jund deck, if my mana is good enough, I think I could support it potentially. Just move the Tribe Scout to the sideboard, and there's the Brawler. We could Brawl. There's a Dryad if we need the mana fixing, but I'm going to put all of these kind of off to the side. And how do we look right now? We have plenty of playables. Our deck is not obscenely powerful or anything, but we just have a nice curve, and we just are able to get a good amount of value. One thing that I'm really going to be on the lookout for is Hand Disruption. That's one of the main draws to playing black, and we don't have any right now. We're just black-green with creatures and some removal spells, so Thoughtseize, Duress, Hymn to Turok, Mind Twist, those are the things that we're looking for. That Dream of Steel and Oil, I'm not the biggest fan of, which is why I didn't take it. Here, I'm going to slam Pest Infestation. I think this is just a nice card in any deck with green. It's gone a little bit down in my kind of evaluation of the card. I still think it's really good. And of course, we have Skull Clamp. With Skull Clamp, it's fantastic. So Wasteland and maybe Shieldred's Edict and Smuggler's Copter are other options, but really, really happy with that Pest Infestation. Moving on here, I did talk about the fact that I wanted Hand Disruption, but Noble Hierarch is so much better than Collective Brutality that I'm going to just take it here. If red was easier to splash, Gut is also a consideration, but I think Noble is just clearly the pick here. With the Noble and the Birds of Paradise and the Xander's Lounge and the Verdant Catacombs, that already gives us 4 blue sources, and that gets to the point where the Baleful Strix is almost free. So let's go ahead and take that. And moving on, this is a pack. I don't care too much about Rofellos. Terra Sunder is a fine removal spell. There's Green Sun Zenith, which is great. Green Sun Zenith is great because it can get us Hex Shrinker or a mana creature. But there's Shieldred. I'm just going to slam Shieldred. Shieldred's just a phenomenal card. I can't really abuse it, but it just makes it so that when your opponents are playing blue and trying to do a lot of draw card shenanigans, it just slows them down significantly. The other option is Urza Saga, which is also not bad in the slightest. Urza Saga gets us Soul Ring and Skull Clamp. We don't have a ton of artifacts, so it doesn't make a bunch of enormous creatures like it would in a typical artifact deck. So I think I'm just going to take the raw power of the Shieldred for our deck. Now we're looking at a pack with Witherbloom Command, Zayator's Proving Ground, which is kind of nice. But the thing is, since we have Verdant Catacombs to go get Overgrown Tomb or Xander's Lounge, we don't need the Proving Ground that much. And Animate Dead is just a very good card to play in any deck. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Animate Dead here. Now again, Thoughtseize. I'm looking for Thoughtseize cards like that so that I can use the Animate Dead and have it be really, really strong. Okay, this pack has Dark Confidant and Llanowar Elves, potentially the Bloodchief's Thirst. There's also Stomping Ground, but I really like these creatures, so I'm going to take one of them. I just got to figure out which one it is that I want. Is this a good Dark Confidant deck? Our curve is pretty low. And we have enough mana creatures, I think. Yeah, let's take Bob. Join the team, Bob. We could use you. Now let's take the Blooming Marsh for perfect mana. I know you're gonna look at the Deep Forest Hermit, and I know you're gonna look at that Skull Clamp, but we have plenty of things that are already good with Skull Clamp, and I think I have so many playables that right now I just want to make sure I just have rock solid mana. 11, 16, 19, this is 20 cards, and I can play any number of these cards as well. So let's take the Blooming Marsh here. If we had a Strip Mine, we could consider taking the Excavator, but anything that's green and black that goes into our deck, we're happy enough playing. I wonder, our red splash is a little not great, so we do have this Fire Covenant, but it's not the easiest to cast. I'll take a Bone Crusher in case we do need to splash. I don't have a natural order, so I don't think I want to create a Haumph Behemoth in this deck. But we're going to move this here and just see if we need to figure that out. I don't mind playing Peatland in this deck. Just one copy. Okay, we'll take a removal spell here. Or do we take Smuggler's Copter? Kavu might be a little bit hard to cast. The problem is we have a couple of mana creatures that don't crew the Copter. We have 18. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this a Copter deck? No, I like Edict. I like having a Shieldred's Edict just to have at least one way to kill a Planeswalker in my main. So we'll go ahead and take that. Move Tribal Flames to the sideboard. Ooh, happy enough with the Terra Sunder in my deck. Witherbloom Command is more of a sideboard card. Titan of Industry plus Bob. We'll put that in the board. And yeah, we're just straight Golgari. And then we have these options if we wanted to stretch our mana base a little bit. Okay, we will take Bomat Courier because it dies to Skull Clamp. We're just going to use that as an excuse for every scenario. All right, I think we can do this one fairly quickly. I'm not interested in any of these cards. Converted by, let's just pick out some cuts. So let's just see what our deck looks like if we just choose not to splash at all. All right, so that's 27 cards. Cut this, cut the Brawler, group creatures separately. This is what we're looking at. Anduril can also probably go. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Because you can count Chrome Mox as a mana source, and with 3 birds and a Soul Ring, we can probably play 15 lands. Maybe even less. Yeah, I think actually, if you look, I don't think our mana is... I don't really want to play mountains in my deck, so as good as Fire Covenant and Bone Crusher Giant is, along with this Baleful Strix, we only have Xander's Lounge to fetch. There was an opportunity at Stomping Ground and stuff, but I think we should probably just try to stay 2 colors. This Questing Druid also doesn't do much. So I think we can go Witherbloom Command. It's just another cheap spell. Anduril, we have a lot of mana creatures. So I think this could have some use, and it's nice with Skull Clamp with the spirits. And then Soul Ring goes here. And so now we play 16 mana sources with 3 mana creatures. And that's 19 mana, and our curve's pretty low. Okay, let's try that. Put this in. Add basics, and that gives us 10 green, Chrome Mox 11. I mean, this can't be that wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, all right. Let's gun it. Okay, round 1. Just straight Golgari. Really wish we had some hand disruption. But outside of that, I'm reasonably happy with my deck. Okay, well, Shieldred is going to be great here. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to Chrome Mox. I think I'm just gonna play. I'm definitely playing something turn 1. It's just, am I Chrome Moxing away Dam, or is it Eternal Witness? Because I kind of want to play out the Dread Knight this turn, just as a 3/2. I guess it's Eternal Witness. Although Eternal Witnessing back Shieldred, if they kill it, is also really nice. I feel like this might just be my game plan to win. Let's just... We have lots of removal in our deck. Oh. Brutal. Okay. I block. You have another... They had a 1-mana spell, folks. They had a 1-mana spell. Holy. Yeah, this is a grindy matchup, so I know I can play like a... I know I can play a Turbo Shieldred, but I think it's just too important to get the card back from the Dread Knight. Wow, okay. I didn't know that we were allowed to bring our constructed legacy decks, our constructed vintage decks over. Some nice stuff here. Next turn, though, we have some goodies to play too. We can just go Bird into Dread Knight again. That's going to be pretty annoying for them to deal with. Okay. Let's play the Dread Knight. Let's play Bird. Then we got Shieldred, Eternal Witness Shieldred. That's our game plan. Ooh, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Uh-oh. Are they killing the Dread Knight? They could. Oh no, 2 red. Burst Lightning on the Dread Knight. Wow, okay, this is a lot of damage. And now the question is, do I run out? Well, Shieldred's Edict would be fantastic. I would love me a Shieldred's Edict. Do I play Shieldred now? But then I don't get to play the Dread Knight, so it's a little unfortunate. Animate Dead does not do too much on this board state. I'm wondering now that I'm at 13 life, if I need to be... Now that I'm at 13 life, if I need to be a little bit... If I need to just say, okay, you know what? I don't need this Dread Knight. It's more important for me to have a Shieldred in play, force them to deal with it, and then I can animate Dead. Yeah. I think our opponent has enough of a good board where we're going to at least try to hope that Shieldred is what we need to get out of this. Again, I'm expecting this to die this turn with Chandra and anything else, but we can get it back next turn. Yep. Wow, they have a nice tempo deck. We're probably just going to die here. Oh my goodness. I just got completely brutalized. Wow. Okay. I'm just thinking if I need to be splashing something for additional removal. I mean, we're at 7 though. How are they so low? Oh, they have a Dismember and an Ancient Tomb, sure. I think this Rampaging Raptor is just going to kill us, to be honest. There's not even anything I can say. We got to play a good game of Magic and we played a lot of spells and they just had more good stuff. We have to block. Okay. I'm assuming they're playing the Shieldbreaker here too. If I draw a land, I can Eternal Witness and then animate dead the Shieldred again. But I kind of want to put pressure on this Chandra. So let's attack. So that we can eat the Swift Spear. Interesting. Okay. Yep. I think we play an Eternal Witness just as a blocker to soak something up. Actually, maybe it's just Dark Confidant. Yeah, I actually like... I shouldn't have fetched there. I actually like Dark Confidant. They can kill it with the Lavamancer. But now I can just grow the ooze, gain some life, and then next turn I can go Eternal Witness, animate dead Shieldred. So I'm glad... I'm ecstatic that Chandra died there. What is... Am I being targeted? Okay, it's me. Robber, okay. Okay, wait. Why didn't they kill my Bob? I mean, this is a lot of stuff. I guess they can... Why didn't they kill Dark Confidant? Just makes way more sense, right? Okay. I guess they just want me to kill myself. Certainly possible, but what can you do? Let's hit something cheap. Land, please. Nice. Okay. Very, very nice. What is our game plan here? I guess it's just Eternal Witness. Get back, animate dead. Yes. Play my Swamp so I take less damage. Animate dead on Shieldred. And we pass. They're at 8. What did you top deck? No! It's a Fiery Confluence. No, Inferno Titan? No. What? 7 mana? What is this? Oh, jeez. Okay. Phyrexian Revoker. Okay. I will target... I'm actually... yeah, I'll target Ancestral or something, I guess. I think Bob is just gonna kill us. Oh, they have the Grim Lavamancer. They could have exiled something there. Okay, well, and this thing tramples too? Jeez. I mean, they're at 6. They killed Witness. All right, Bob. Huh? Okay. Okay, we gain some life. Hey, Peatland gains us life too. Okay. We need action here, though. Okay. Noble Hierarch. Soul Ring. This is close. I feel like this Carnosaur is going to get us. But, I mean, we're kind of all in on Shieldred. They're cracking blood. Oh my. They're at 2. So if we can just survive, we kill and have Shieldred not die. That's our plan. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to assume that they have nothing. And this is going to block whatever, a 2/2. And this is going to absorb the most damage blocking here. And this will block a 2/1, sure. And this will block a 2-power creature. And we take 2. All right. They have 1 card in hand. We have a Shieldred. Is this enough? Is this enough? Yes! Wow! That was wild. Okay. 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 Breathe. Breathe. Okay. I think we have enough in our color combination to get them. I did not think we were winning that game, but I don't know that they have enough targets, for example, for Reclamation Stage, so maybe we should look to consider the red. Yeah, I think so. Let's go this. I don't like this on the draw. Maybe I still keep Pest Infestation, but like Fire Covenant, Bone Crusher Giant, Xander's Lounge for a swamp. Probably still need maybe 2 mountains, and then just cut a swamp and a forest, and then decide whether or not we also want this Tribal Flames, and figure out what we would cut if that's the case. I kind of like everything else. I'm keeping this in just as an X spell. I think on the draw against that style of deck, probably Bob is bad. And then we can maybe play even the Druid here as a card draw effect. And then, yeah, we'll just try this. I think Dark, I can do something where if I'm on the play, I can do Dark Confidant, but then if I'm on the draw, it's just they're a little bit too aggressive. I have a Soul Ring. I'm obligated to keep this hand. It's weird though because unless I draw a forest, just draw a forest here. The thing is, I don't want to take so much damage off this peatland, but I guess it's just 1. And if I draw a forest, it's really great to be able to play Questing Beast. So we'll do this, even though it's painful. We'll play the Skull Clamp here too. And now, if we find a forest, boom, we get in there. Wow, we played all these oh, they must have mulliganed. Played all these permanents and, well, at least that's not the forest. Ooh, I'm glad they exiled that one. Okay. We can do Skull Clamp things. Are we interested in doing Skull Clamp things? I think so. So let's do this. Let's clamp the Hierarch. I don't know what, I mean, we're going to clamp it, so. Well, that was unfortunate. I was really hoping to find a green source there. Okay. I guess we will just dismember the Robber of the Rich. Yeah, I was really hoping to draw cards and find a green source so that I can set myself up to play something big, but we can do it here with the Hex Drinker too. We're probably going to draw a mountain here, aren't we? Okay, there's the forest. That's great. Very, very happy about that. Do we just Questing Beast, or do we ambush them? I kind of like the idea of ambushing them. They have all red up, and it's harder for them to eat the endurance. So let's do that. Let's try to get a little bit of value. The other line is playing Questing Beast. But I like the idea of playing endurance and getting them that way. Let's play endurance. Exile their graveyard. Let's eat the Lavamancer. I think overall it's just a little bit scarier than just the Swift Spear. Wow, they have nothing? Okay. Although I will say, this is painful. This is very painful. But so this is kind of interesting. I kept this as a 4/4 because I feel like it's harder to kill as at 4. Oh jeez. Because there's like Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt. But of course now if they kill the Questing Beast, I don't draw any cards. I guess since it was the only blocker, maybe I should have still done it. Because I know that for sure I'm going to draw cards. Alright, we are killing this. Hold on. The alternative is I can go Eternal. God, that takes so. I take so much damage though if I do that. All right, let's just damn. Kill here. Play Hex Drinker. I'm kind of afraid to attack. Am I a coward? I'm at 6 life. I think I'm just gonna chill here. The thing is, they also have the creature land, which is making me want to stay back a little bit more. Oh, this is the Carnos. Oh, it's Glorybringer. Jeez. Maybe they don't know that my endurance has reach. All right, they know that my endurance has reach. I repeat, they know that my endurance has reach. Huh. Okay. They killed my Hex Drinker. All right, Skull Clamp doing some serious work here, folks. Sentinel. We'll play the Dread Knight. We'll clamp the Sentinel. Okay. I don't want to use the Peat Land. Man, this thing did a lot of damage to me. Mana Crypt. That's scary. Is this a Carnosaur? Oh, no cards. No cards. Okay. No cards in hand. No cards in hand. I do like the fact that this creature has vigilance. Okay. So they're taking 4. Let's see. What do I want to do with my mana? I do want to Eternal Witness. I'm not sure what I want to get back. I suppose I should be mapping now. I didn't map because I wanted to just get a little more information on what to do. What did I reveal? Stomp? No, I'll keep that. We'll witness. Let's just get back. Let's get back Dismember. I would love to use that ability. And there's a stomp on top. I won't move the clamp just yet. I want to just be able to keep up the edict here, plus potentially dismember, although that'll put us down to 1. Did they top that Carnosaur? Burst lightning going to the Sentinel. Okay. Drawing some cards. Wow. Skull Clamp was just absurd. Let's push it. And the Scavenging Ooze is also going to be pretty great. Animate Dead. Ooh. Animate Dead on... Wow, there's a lot of good options. It's either Glorybringer or Questing Beast. Let's go Glorybringer. This should be good. Nice. Green black mid 1-0. Okay, round 3. Our opponent in the last round had a very sweet Time Walk Dark Depths deck. Hopefully we can just play against just a normal, good old-fashioned creature deck. We got the Dam, the Sentinel. I guess I can't play this Reclamation Sage. Lotus Petal, uh-oh. Jace, okay, well Jace down. We're going to kill it with the Dam here. The next turn we'll go Sentinel of the Nameless City and beat down. Although it looks like they might have a Daze here. Perhaps a Force of Will or a Force of Negation. Nope. 1 blue. Ancestral Recall. Our first round opponent had it, and so does Ragavan. Nice. Wow, that's some high quality cards there, friend. If I get dazed here, I'm going to be so sad. Well, hopefully this 4 toughness ends up being very relevant here. They can still have Flame Slash, of course. Or maybe even a Fire Ice to tap it down. Oh, now they have black mana. So now anything can kill it. 2 mana. Don't kill it. Fiery Covenant. No, Thieving. Oh my gosh. Alright. Thieving Skydiver on my Skull Clamp. Wait. Does it equip it? Oh. Wow. 3 mana. Steal your Skull Clamp. Draw 2 cards. Is that a good Magic card? Can somebody let me know if that's good? Okay. Well. Let's map out our next couple turns. At least we have the Reclamation Sage to kill our own Skull Clamp. You have Snuff Out too? Don't snuff me out. Okay. That was scary. Got to land off the map token here. Attack with the Sentinel. Vigilance. Incremental value here. But we are almost entirely out of gas. And they have 7 cards in hand because they cast Ancestral Recall, which is a good Magic the Gathering card. Yes, I would like to kill my own Skull Clamp. Thank you. Okay, 2 mana, blue-red. Hangerback Walker for 1. Oh yeah, Skull Clamp is great in their deck. I need to be careful when I play it. I guess we'll just map the Sentinel again. My whole game plan, and we got another land. My whole game plan here is just hoping that they never kill my Sentinel, because it is my only source of value right now. We're playing, what, 14 lands? A Chrome Mox and a Soul Ring? We do have a bunch of mana creatures, but maybe I should be distributing this. Well, it's... Okay, so we've now spent 3 map tokens. And we've spent 3 map tokens, and we've gotten 3 lands off of them. So we have 9 lands now. And 5 spells. Ooh, Emery. So some artifact graveyard stuff happening here. Mill the Toxic Deluge and a Talisman of Creativity. Noble Hierarch. Sure. We're just going to keep attacking with the Sentinel here. We played a Noble Hierarch, so at least it has Exalted. Getting in for 4. Okay, they're going to go down to 8, actually. And I'm just going to thin my deck out here. I really need to find some action. I guess I should have gotten the Overgrown Tomb. I don't think it matters. And another land. Okay. Well, there's 3 lands left in our deck out of 23 cards. I'm gonna play a Lotus Petal with the Emery, which is nice. And Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Okay. They're going to use that to kill the Sentinel. Yep. Okay, Ragavan will trade with Reclamation Sage. I have so much mana that I'm just waiting to see what I draw for. We drew, by the way, there's 2 lands left in our deck. We just drew another land. But the Peatland... And there's 1 land left in our deck! Oh my gosh! 12, 13. We have 14 lands. We've drawn 13 of the 14 lands. That is wild. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm glad we have the Edict for the Planeswalker here. But this one's going to be tough. This one's going to be very tough. I think it starts with Eternal Witnessing back the Skull Clamp and kind of getting that engine going. Hangerback Walker is also a really annoying threat for us. We have an exile removal spell in Terra Sunder, so that's something that I'm interested in. Blue-white Staff. They're blue-red, splashing white for Staff of the Storyteller, and black for Toxic Deluge. Okay. I really want to draw land here. Oh no, it's Soul Ring. The way I look at it, we have to kind of set a new record here. I wish I had a fast spawn so I can show my opponent the rest of the forests and swamps we have here. This is absurd. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I'll stop, I swear. But this is just proof that it's not just you that gets mana screwed when you play Magic, right? It's not just you. It happens to everyone. It happens to our opponents. It happens to us. It happens to me. This seems a little suspect, I'm not going to lie. Maybe they have some more white lands and we don't know about it. But I don't know about splashing Staff of the Storyteller. Here's a Teferi. 5 mana. Fractured Loyalty. Nope. Tezzeret, okay. Alright, they're getting a 3 mana artifact. What can it be? Palantir. Alright, I'm done. Wait, you know what? I'll give myself one turn. I'll give myself one turn to... You know what the problem is? I have Pest Infestation in my deck. So I need to keep playing until I draw it, right? Ugh. Ugh. We're just going to take damage here. No cards for you. Maybe I'll mill them. Have them draw 1 card? No. Okay, well, that's an Eternal Witness. And I don't think I'm coming back from this game simply by Eternal Witnessing back a Reclamation Sage and Palantir. So, like I said before, it starts with Eternal Witness on Skullclamp. It'd be funny if we can somehow find a way to cast the Overload part on Dam. We have a Noble Hierarch and a Birds of Paradise. All right. Skullclamp on Witness. What did we find? Okay, so there's a Terra Sunder. So we can use Terra Sunder on Hangerback Walker. And then cast Endurance. I'm clamping the Hierarch too. We don't have any more lands to get, so it's probably fine. All right, and then we can shuffle their entire graveyard back in. I guess I can just do it in response to the... I can do that in response to the Emery. Okay, don't care about those because my plan is to cast Terra Sunder and Endurance this turn. Still have a lot of things we need to fight through. Let's get that out of here. So they don't have any artifacts to play out of the graveyard, so it's not too bad. Third Path Iconoclast, okay. I guess if they keep casting Lotus Petals out of the graveyard, that gives them an extra token. Yeah, I'm just casting this, just so they don't get extra tokens here. Everything gets shuffled back in. Third Path Iconoclast plus Staff of the Storyteller is pretty nice. Oh, it's a mana drain? Cool. Cool. Okay. Alright, we're on Operation Draw Pest Infest. Find and play Pest Infestation. And I don't even know if that's good enough, but it's a start. We have a 1 in 15 shot. We can kill... How much mana do we have? 3, 4, 8, 10, 11. We'll have 11. So we can Pest Infestation for 5 next turn. We can kill Palantir, the Staff, the Talisman, and 2 Soldier tokens. And they're at 8. Look, I'm just trying to think of the... It's the little things at this point, right? Okay, they have a ton of mana. They probably have nothing to do with it. They probably have all lands in hand. That's our hope. Because... Okay. Are we taking the damage? You know it. We're at 17. Milled a couple lands. Okay. Okay, let's... Sure. Play a bird. We drew an Elvish Mystic, so that's just another thing to clamp, I guess. All right. We need Pest Infestation. Again, with the Emery, I don't even know if that's enough. They have a lot of different creatures. I think we will probably look to bring in the red stuff. Maybe not. Maybe not, because normally I was boarding out stuff like Reclamation Sage, but I think that's obviously very good here. Wow. I just realized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, okay. Hex Shrinker is also an out. If I just give it protection from everything? The question is, do I wait? Oh. Scavenging Ooze is something. That prevents them from playing things. Do we want Dark Confidant here? This is starting to get interesting. One, because yeah, Bob? Did I play a land this turn? Oh, I have not. It's even more value. I can also just play the Dread Knight just as an extra creature. I think I might be interested in doing that. Okay. So we built a little bit of a board here. We have Scavenging Ooze to target, I guess, Lotus Petal. They don't even have that many good artifacts in the graveyard for this Emery. This Skull Clamp's drawn us a lot of cards now. Ooh, they're tapping a lot of mana here, though. This is scary. So what can this... Cityscape Leveler. What the... Targeting Scavenging Ooze. I guess we will exile Lotus Petal. And what does the Power Stone do exactly? To cast... So I can cast Andoril, I guess? This is a wild, wild game. Now they have a Cityscape Leveler. I might be on the... I think I'm going to let them draw a card now. Yeah, they're milling too many cards now, probably. Yeah, you can draw a card here now. I don't want to get too low. There's a Leveler in play, too. I think I'm just on the Hex Drinker Pump It Up plan. Witherbloom Command. That kills the Iconoclast and the Staff. No, but I'm pretty committed to this, I think. I think this is going to be very good. Assuming that I can get it to the max level. If not, then we're going to be on a different plan, which involves Pest Infestation. We're at 8 cards left in our library. This is... Oh my gosh, if this doesn't work, it's so sad. Don't. Oh my god, okay. It has protection from everything. Okay, it has protection from everything. Now, the next question is do I drain them? Oh, they can kill something when they attack here too, so they're probably killing the Skull Clamp. Yeah, I'm going to drain them for 2. All right, opponent loses 2 life, and I don't care about the staff anymore, so I'm going to just kill the Iconoclast. All right, let's do that. And let's clamp this, sure. Oh, man. They're at 6. We have a Hex Drinker. They need to kill us. Can they kill us? Coalition Relic does not do anything. This is the game where I think out of 18 cards, we drew 13 lands. This would be an awesome comeback. Come on, Hex Drinker. I don't think they can kill us. I don't think so. Coalition Relic. Oh, white mana. I guess if they can gain life, that's pretty bad. 5 mana. What is this? Fractured Loyalty? That doesn't do it. Fractured Identity? Okay, that doesn't do it. Sure, they get more story counters. They have a Mosswood Dread Knight in play. Hex Drinker is blocking Cityscape Leveler. Oh, I guess they can kill Bob. Okay. They're at 6. Oh my gosh. Now with the Anduril on the Hex Drinker. Oh, it's got protection from everything. That doesn't even work. Yeah, good thing I drained. Oh, was I supposed to clamp? Was I supposed to clamp it beforehand? All right. Anyways, we only have one option. Hex Drinker? Hex Drinker? Please? You're at 6. You can draw your card. I don't want to die because you milled an Emrakul or something. Yes. Questing Beast. Yes. They have a Mosswood Dread Knight. But I can put Anduril on my Questing Beast. Oh, do they have Cryptic Command? No. 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 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, so close. Oh. Oh my gosh. 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is insane. Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command got us. This is... Oh. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. I guess there was no point to playing the... Honestly, there was no point playing the Questing Beast, right? I should have just let them tap down my Hex Drinker. And then I could have played a post-combat... No, it doesn't matter. Post-combat Questing Beast doesn't matter because they can kill it with the Cityscape Leveler. And they have exactly enough damage here. Goodness. All right, GG. Oh, that one feels so bad. We were so close. All right, we'll just keep this as is. We'll just draw all of our disenchant effects. We'll get a good curve, and things will be great. All right, shake that one off. Oh. At least we put ourselves in a position to be able to win that game. when everything looked hopeless. So I think it was still a pretty cool game, all things considered. I'm just gonna make them have it. Well, I suppose if they pass with mana up, it's not great. Okay. Yeah, no, this is great. All right. So bird's a turn 1 bird. It's not a Sword of Fire and Ice or anything, but it's an Anduril. I feel like the swords are probably just better than Anduril, but it's a new card, I guess. Hey, but this is a lot of pressure. 3 mana. What do you got? Coalition Relic? Emery? We don't care about Emery. They can get Jace the Mind Sculptor. They can get Talisman back. I mean, certainly attacking with these. Yeah, let's attack with the bird and the spirit tokens here. And then I can either play Bob or kill Dragon's Rage Chandler and mill myself and try to hit a land. I think I want to do that. It's a little bit on the greedier side, but maybe we get there. We got there. Let's go green mana. And then let's play Bob. Yeah. Fantastic hand. Fantastic hand. Sweeper would be bad. All right. All right. That was a quick one. That was a quick one. I just think this is just the best setup we have. There's nothing that's outwardly bad. Well, maybe the Anduril, but if I take the Anduril out, I need to probably just go into a third color. This hand's a little bit slow, but I have what's probably the absolute best card in the matchup here in Pest Infestation. So we'll keep. Hopefully we can do it for 5 and get 2 cards. We have a Sheoldred's Edict for a 2-drop, so if they play a Iconoclast or something, we can just kill it right away. Hangerback Walker. Sheoldred's Edict is very bad against Hangerback Walker. It's actually the worst possible card they could have played here. And if they pass, what do I do? Come on! That's an Ancestral Recall. Do we? You know what? I think this is actually going to be very annoying, so I'm going to just kill it. Actually, hold on. Cancel. Untap. Well, Sheoldred's Edict deals with Chandra, so I guess we'll dismember. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it to just kill the Talisman here, so we'll just keep playing and try to fight through Ancestral Recall. That's really hard for a Golgari mid-range deck, though. Hoping, I mean, if they play Tezzeret or Chandra, then the Edict is quite good. All right, Tezzeret in play, and they're going to go get a Palantir, probably. And we're going to take the damage, and now we probably just need to go ahead and just Infestation that. and not get greedy. But each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. Glad we sequenced it this way so that we can actually use the Edict to kill the Tezzeret. Reclamation Sage would be nice so that I can hold on to my Pest Infestation. Do I want you to draw a card? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I took 3. Okay. Yeah. Let's... I mean, I guess I can just take damage. But because this gets me extra tokens if I really absolutely need. But what else do I do this turn if that's the case? I guess Mosswood Dread Knight. And then yeah, we'll play the Dread Knight. I like playing Scavenging Ooze when I have a lot of mana up. And let's hope they play another reasonably impactful artifact here. Ooh, Karakas is very good against Yawgmoth. 5 mana. 2 red. Fractured? Does that turn it into like an artifact or enchantment? Oh, the boat. Okay, hey. Alright, we lose the Dread Knight, but this was worth, right? We get to kill Palantir and Sky Sovereign and make 4 tokens. And I'm going to just take the damage here again. They don't have a lot of reach. Okay. And let's kill those 2. We go to 6. Got their mana drain, which is nice. Alright, we killed a Palantir and a Sky Sovereign. We're getting close to stabilizing off all the card advantage that they got from the recall. And now we have a bunch of pest tokens. There's a Thopter token in play, we're at 6. But at least we have creatures now to pressure maybe a potential Chandra. I do like the life gain that I'm going to be getting from the Scavenging. Oh man, this Karakas is actually like... Maybe I should have boarded some of these out. Oh no, dig through time. Maybe I should have boarded some of these out. The nice thing about Thran is I can still just play it if I need to just kill a bunch of creatures and draw some cards. They can still bounce it with the Karakas, but if I treat it as a spell, it's not too bad. But now they can effectively get whatever they need here with the dig through time. Emery is gone. This is going to be Chandra. Okay, we're at 6. Okay, well, they tapped out from the Karakas. We go down to 4. They're just trying to damage us down. But now Questing Beast can kill them. Or not kill them. Can kill Chandra before it gets bounced. Do I play Scavenging Ooze? I don't know that I do. I need to kill the Chandra, though. Do they have a haste creature? I don't think so. Oh! What am I doing? I'm an absolute moron. I need one of these needed to attack Chandra. Okay, well, I just made a gigantic mistake there, and yeah, that was rough. Obviously, I should have attacked the Chandra there, and we would have had a much better chance. Still think it was looking a little bit rough for us, but of course, that loss just ended up costing us. But I think all in all, we had a pretty solid Golgari mid-range deck, And I think we had a pretty sweet deck centered around a Skull Clamp, and we really tried to maximize on it. And we ran into some pretty powerful stuff, but I thought we were in it in most of the games that we played. So again, if you want to draft mid-range, still a completely viable option. We got close to that 2-1, even despite not necessarily having the hand disruption elements that are important to having a green-black mid-range strategy. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button for more daily uploads just like this. I'll catch you tomorrow.